Hi everyone, and I know a lot of you are applying for jobs right now. And if you are, you know that you have to edit your resume for every job description that you see. And that becomes a task when you're applying for multiple jobs. So what we're trying to do today is we are going to make an automation using AI to make sure that you don't have to do that. You can just get all the jobs from LinkedIn that are relevant to you. Make sure that AI can create a new resume for you and finally convert it into a PDF format and give that resume to you. Now, to get started, we are going to use a platform called make.com. Now, if you haven't used Make before, don't worry, it's super simple to use, and I'm going to walk you through each of these steps. So you can go ahead and get started and sign up for a free plan. Now, we are going to come to this, and you will come to scenarios and create a new scenario, and you will see something like this. Our first step is very simple. We have to find a way to get data from LinkedIn. For that, we are going to use something called a web scraper. We are going to use a product called Appify. Again, all the links will be in the description. And it's a super good product because technically you again have to don't create anything. We are going to use a library of what people have already created and just go from there. So we're just going to search for a LinkedIn job scraper, and you see the first option is pretty famous, and we're just going to select that, and we get this software. Now, what you can do is you just have to click on try for free, and this will start loading up in your console. Now, why it's loading in your console? I've already signed up for a plan. If you haven't, just go ahead and sign up for a free plan. I'm also on the free plan itself. So we're just going to click on this, click on try for free, and it will start loading it up. Now, give it a moment and it will show us all the details. Now, if you look here, there are a couple of options to configure your job search. Again, it is going to search for jobs on your behalf on LinkedIn, but it needs to have some details. So we are just going to use a very dummy account of a software engineer. So we're just going to write software engineer, job location India. You can input any job that you want. You can put any location that you want. Again, and if you're targeting some specific companies, you can ensure that you can add that. You can also add them in bulk. So if you click here and you enter Google, Facebook, and other things, just separate them like this. It will only target those companies. But we are not going to do that for now. We are just going to let it be blank. Again, you can select what time it was published. Maybe you want extremely recent jobs and you can do that. But we're just going to keep this blank to keep it simple. How many rows to return? But again, this sometimes works or not. Then if you want a remote job or a hybrid job or anything, and again the job type based on what your requirements are, whatever it is, it's pretty simple. You can go ahead with this. We're just going to keep it simple, entry level, software engineer, India, and just go from there. Now, once you come to this, all you have to do is technically just do this and keep it ready. Now, we're going to go back to make.com and come here and click on selecting Appify, right? And we are going to select one of the options here. Now, if you see, there are multiple options. There is an option to run this LinkedIn job scraper from make.com also. We are not going to do that, and I'll tell you my reason why I'm not choosing to do that. I'm going to just select on watch actor runs or watch task runs, right? So these are two options. When we can see when something is done, we will get all that data. So we are using something called an actor because that's what these things are called. They're called actors. You can see here, right? So we're going to just go ahead and select watch actor runs. Now, here you will get an option to create a webhook. It will simply connect to my Appify connection, and you can just go ahead and select the actor that you want to use. Now, we're going to use this and just click on save. And once we do that, it will automatically just plug everything in. Now, this is the first step. That means that whenever I run the actor, this will get triggered. But the next thing that I have to do is, and I want to do is, it creates something called a data set. And let me show you how that runs. Okay, so I'm just going to click this and just come here, click on start, and let it just run and let us get us some data. Now, when it goes ahead, it is going to take a couple of minutes to get the data. So I'm just going to pause the video and show it when it's done. Perfect. It has got a lot of information, right? You can see the title of the place, the location, the posted time. It was posted 1 week ago, 1 year ago also. So probably we should do some filtering. And then you have the publishing date and other things also, right? Now, this is what we call a data set. When the actor runs, we get a data set. So what we're going to do is we need to take the next step, and we're going to select Appify again, and we're going to select this get data set items. Now, when we're selecting that getting data set items, it's going to ask us for a data set ID. Now, if you see here, there are multiple options available. We are just going to make it simple. We're just going to search for a data set ID and put it here. So every time the actor runs, it's going to create a new data set, and we're going to use that data set here. We are not going to touch anything else. The only thing is, just to keep this simple and fast, I'm just going to keep the limit to 3 so that anything after 3 will not get processed. Again, you can change that to as many as you want. The limit here, just let me move myself, you can change it to as much as I think 100,000, right? But we are just going to keep it 3 for our simple requirements, right? So we entered the default data set ID, we entered the limit, and we're just going to click OK. Now that's done. The next thing that we need to do is we need to create a connection to one of the AI software that's already built in Claude. Now you have option of OpenAI and other things. I like to use Claude because first of all, it's super simple, and also because it's super cheap, right? So we have multiple models here available. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the cheapest model, right? Obviously in the current legacy, you can look for older models. We're just going to keep it this here. Put in the max tokens to 200, or let's just make it 2000, and input add messages. And here you are going to select a role, and here we are going to select a role user. In this, we are going to add content as text, right? And in this text, I'm going to enter a prompt, but let me show that to you first. And also we'll click show advanced settings and keep it everything ready. Now let me show you the prompt that I have already got created. So what we're going to do is just Control C and just go ahead to this and Control Shift V, copy paste this here. Now the only thing that we need to do is we need to enter a job description here. Now obviously if you see right now, it does not have any options available from dataset items. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here and I'm just going to say run this module only. Now it's going to ask me for a dataset ID. Now, whenever you want to find the dataset ID, just go here and click on preview in new tab. In the URL, you will find a dataset ID available. So this is what the dataset ID looks for here. We're just going to click OK, and it's going to run this automatically. Now, why are we doing this? Because I want to reference the job description that's present here. So as soon as I go back, you will start seeing everything that was available in this data set, right? Everything that is there, the description and everything is pulled back here. What I can do is in job description, I'm just going to input the description part. Let me just search for that, right? And here it is. We're just going to input this here, and that's it. Our prompt technically is complete. In current experience, you can input your experience, whatever you have done, right? And whatever you have done for a longer time, less time, whatever, just input that and click OK. Now that's done. It's we are pretty much there. We're going to use another module, and now we want to create a resume. Now here is where it comes with a simple caveat. What you have to do is go to Google Docs and create a new resume in Google Docs, right? Now this is a very simple template. You can use whatever template you're using. The only thing that you have to do, instead of the work experience, right? So if you see, there is nothing written here. I've just written work X, right? And the reason behind that is this is something that I'm going to use as a template. I don't want everything in the resume to be changed. I just want the current work experience, or probably you have a couple of work experiences. Just select that particular area, particular work X, and we are going to just input this work experience because I can already see that this person has done some work. I just want to update my current work experience, which should be relevant to the new job post. So what we're going to do is you're going to search for a Google Docs, right? And you're going to search for create a document from a template. This is the option that we are going to use because we want most of our resume to stay same. Only the current job that we're doing, or you have done something before, you want to update that. Come back here. Here very simply, we're just going to select a document ID, right? So I'm just going to select John Doe resume template, right? Once I do that, it will start showing me the other details that are there. It will take a second. So here, as you can see, WorkX is being shown as an input. So that means whenever I input some data here, it will automatically create a new document with all the data plus a new work experience text. So we'll come here, we'll just go to this part, click on text, response, just bring this text response from Claude and put it here, right? And you can input the name of the file that you want to keep. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to write John Doe, and I'm going to take the name of the company and put it here. What you can do is also to just be more careful and figure out in case you are applying to the same company, multiple roles, you can also take the title of the job and just keep there. Now in this My Drive, I have created a folder, so I'm going to use that. We're going to shut this down. Just come here, select, I'm going to select experiments. I'm going to select all resumes, Word. and I'll tell you why there are two different folders. Now this is done. If I just click OK, this should technically be good to go. What I can do is, just to show you how this runs, we're going to unlink this, put this here, and just let this thing run once. So you can just run this to just show, like, how this thing is going to work. Okay, probably got an error here. It needs a dataset ID. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy the dataset ID from here and input it here. This is just for testing. We will not be running this without that. So it just goes there. It's going to take a couple of seconds and finally create a new document with new details. So what I can do is click here. Again, you can see this link available here. What we're going to do is just simply come here, take this, copy, and I'm going to just show you how the resume looks finally. Now, very simply, it has come here, and if you see here, it has input some details from Google's technology infrastructure for extending Google's product offerings and etc. Now, again, probably we can work on the prompt a bit more and change the details so that it does not keep referring Google and probably refer other things. But again, you can modify that as you want, and I'll probably input a modified prompt in the description. So again, it creates a new resume. So automatically it has input data based on that requirement, right? Now, very simply, let's come back here and we're going to keep this ready. Now, the next thing is, we already have a Word file, but what we want is, we also want to have a PDF file created. So we're going to Google Docs again and look for an option to download a document. Now, why are we downloading a document? Is because we want to convert it into a, click here on map option and select the document ID from the previous step. So we're just going to input this here, that's it. And then we're going to select this in format of PDF. Now, once this is done, it's pretty simple to go from here. Now, the only thing that is left to do is, we need to store this document in our Google Drive, right? So we're just going to come to Drive and we're going to select upload a file. And once we do that, it will automatically give us an option to select something manually or select from the list. Where do you want to store this? So I already have a folder as I showed it to you. We're just going to select experiments. We're going to come to this and come on all resumes PDF, and automatically it has selected the previous document to upload to that file. Now, this all is done. We're just going to click this, check why is it showing an error. It should be good to go. Perfect. Awesome. We're just going to click on auto align, and once you see that, we should be able to now technically create 3 resumes which are completely separate from each other based on the client job descriptions, and see that in a single folder. But I would like to do one more step, and that's very important. I would like to create a Google Sheet where I can see all these things in a single place, right? So what I'm going to do is select add a row. I've already created a Google Sheet with a reference. Now we are going to just simply select that. We're going to select a job sheet, right? So we're going to come here and select a job sheet, come back here, and it will start fetching up some details from that sheet that we have already listed. So we're going to list all these details. I just want to list a title. So we're going to pull out the title so that you don't have to maintain a list. Which job did you apply for? And you have to go back and forth, right? We're just going to pull all this, put it here. It's simple drag and drop, right? And then job URL. This is the apply link. I'm going to also store, wait, I don't think I copy pasted that properly. So come back here, job URL. I'd bring that to here, docs link, and that's going to be okay, and we're going to take this web view link and come back here and select a PDF link. So that's going to be from the Google Drive, and we're just going to select the link from this, and let me just pull that. So this is the web content link again from there. Okay, so not web content, I need the web view link, I'm sorry. So we got the web view link, everything is good to go. We have put it all here and just click OK. Now let's just try to run this, right? We're going to try to run this and just see how it works, and probably get around 3 to 4 resumes. It's going to take probably around 2 minutes to run this whole thing, probably less than that, right? Now the best thing with this is, just when it is running, you can run this for 10, 20, 100 job items, and you can run it every day and just apply to those jobs. Your resume will be formatted. You won't have to keep copying and pasting things from one place to another, and you'll be able to see everything in a single place. Now, if we come back here, this is the job sheet, right? And as you can see, it started getting populated. Now, I just opened a couple of these options, and you can see the difference between all of this. Okay, so first is like, just look at this line, and we're just going to go through that. High performance systems for client satisfaction, right? And Based on the same, this is for Infosys, right? And you can see the name of the resume is written that John Doe Infosys, right? Because it is for a resume which is a company which is of IT services, right? And then you can come here and see it's built for high performance systems crucial for video processing applications. Now again, the resume is formatted that way so that it matches the job description. You can also come out and put a job description here if you want, or you can go to the apply link and simply directly go ahead and apply there. Now again, this is a simple way to just make sure that you have resumes that are exactly for your format. You can format it and play around with this automation as you want, but I really hope this helps you guys save a lot of time, because I know it takes a lot of time to do these things. So the whole template will be available in the description, so that means you don't have to do anything. Just download that, upload that into Make, and you can keep running. Now the way to do that, I'll just quickly show you, is just come here, click on this, and you can import a blueprint. I will link down this whole blueprint in my description, so you just can come here and do that, right? And also if you want, you can attach this here, so it will keep watching for actor runs. The only thing that means you need to do is just come to actors here and click on run every time that you want to run this. You want to run it for a different job, you can do that, and everything in the whole automation will keep running. So it's super great. Just keep having fun with this, and I really hope it helps, and hope to see you in the next one. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe.